Hey, today we're going to show you how to do opportunities inside of the i21 system. Opportunities is a place where you can enter chances to sell product to specific customers. It's also a place where you can come to look at how much opportunities you have outstanding. And so it's kind of great management function whereby you can go out and manage things that are in the pipe. So when you create a new purchase opportunity, there's two options. One is purchase or sale. So a sale is an opportunity to sell something to someone. The opportunity name is going to be a description of what it is. So this might be your lubricants deal for new store. All right. So then now the next thing is the company location. We're out of Fort Wayne, so we have one location. You can, if you only have one location, you can ignore that. Next thing is the entity. So I'm going to go ahead and find George's Oil. The entity is the person I'm selling to. This can be a prospect or a customer. And if you need to edit information about the entity, you could just go into the entity by clicking the entity field. You can see all the information about the entity. You can see the contacts. You can see the address information. Everything that you need about that entity is right there. Cool. This one's a prospect, but to make it a customer, you'd basically just delete prospect to make it a customer when you turn it into a deal. So pretty simple. An entity can be a customer as well as a vendor, so you can handle both sides of the address. There's the entity information. And the next thing I'm going to do after I pick the entity is look at an associated campaign. So I can actually hook this to a campaign that I have. So a campaign is a chance to, like a telemarketing campaign that I might be doing business. The next thing is the line of business. So the line of business is like lubricants, or it's whatever I want. This is an actual way to differentiate orders and control your pipe and search through particular opportunities. The next thing is the sales pipe status. So the sales pipe status is where are you at with this pipe, right? Are you prospecting, developing? This is developed by you. You can create your own sales pipe status. And this is the order in which it appears on the screen and the probability at which you're going to close it. So this allows you to manage your pipe for the respect of what steps you have in a sales pipe and what step a particular item is. In executive summary is a status to the executives, right? Waiting for a call back, right? So this is just to keep everybody informed of where you're at. The next piece is the source. So where did this come from? I got to add a trade show. I can add as many sources as I want. And much like through the whole application, you can click on source and you can insert sources. You can do that with any field that's blue. The other piece that you might be interested in is the competitor. So this could be a user-defined list of competitors. So you can create competitors if you like. And this will actually go through the new competitor menu. So this is Mike's Oil Service, right? And the contact will be Mike, and this is your competitor. So you might not know his phone. You might not know his email, but I'll just say you did, m@m.com. And then the address. One cool thing is, just like anywhere else, we have the case-sensitive help, or the case-sensitive Google search for address. And we can find duplicates. If we find them, we found Mike repeated in the contact name. We're going to say add instead of merge. Now, one option you could have here is when you're adding a new record, you could merge if you found an existing one, or you could just add. So now we've added a competitor, and I could be able to see that on the list of competitors for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that and close out of there. And now I'll be able to see as a competitor Mike's Oil, pick Mike's Oil, and that's it. Current solution, where are they currently using? They're currently on Mike's Oil, so he's my competitor as well as what they're currently using. And then referred by, this shows a list of all your customers. This might be the first customer that's told you about this deal with George's Oil, right? And then a milestone. Milestone is a configurable option whereby you can track where the deal is and what part of the pipe is. And then when do you think you're going to close it by? Additional fields can be added. We've got a go live and a kickoff date and those type of things. Those can be added. You'll note the salesperson defaulted as me because I'm logged in. So that went to salesperson and it defaulted as open. That's the opportunity. We can also have a internal salesperson as well as other elements there. Now, when you're fully integrated with i21, you'll note all the orders and quotes that are set up for this person can either be added by hitting add quote, or it can be linked in if there were existing quotes. Same as well as contracts. And then when the opportunity is closed, you have a postmortem where you can put a win-loss reason, why you won, why you lost the deal, and what happened at that deal. Again, with respect to opportunities, you can add activities. So activities are things you need to do to close. So you could add like a new call that you have to make. So I just say a new task, which is call Mike, right? Or call George at Mike's Oil, or at George's Oil. Call George, and I could give it a date. Again, this is where we'll go into the activities. You note there's a case done on activity. You'll note that this activity now gets flagged as related to an opportunity. Right, so I can go ahead and save that and close that activity. And now all the activities that I do, I can hook them up with that opportunity, and I'll see the list of what I've done for that opportunity. Cool. The other thing is attachments. We can add any type of attachments. So if you had a quote document or a document or a note that you attach them, you could put it in there. You can save that opportunity, and that'll show up now on your pipe. There's my lubricants deal for Mike's Oil. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know, but that's how you can add an opportunity inside of CRM.